have this human problem that's going to come up against an agricultural situation. So we have the Zika virus, and we need the mosquitoes to go away, and at the same time, that's going to involve pesticides, and pesticides can hurt bees. Ideally, the solution is, if you're going to have to spray, if your county is spraying for Zika, is they let the registered beekeepers know about that. And then they spray when bees are not foraging, which essentially means at night, which is not when a lot of people are out spraying pesticides. So the problem then is you're going to have the pesticide residue. It's going to be in the water system, all over the ground, on over plants. Bees forage on that, and then the bees die. And so you've heard probably about the big loss that happened, where one woman lost 3 million bees. 3 million bees, we just did the calculations, is about 60 hives at full strength, at 50,000 bees each. To replace those 60 hives at $150 a package or a nuke is going to be a $9,000 investment, and it's going to be another 6 months to 12 months before she would reach the same production capacity that she was at before. So this concerns all of us, from commercial all the way down to backyard beekeepers. If they spray for the mosquito virus, for the Zika virus out here, then I chance to lose my 8 hives. That would cost me 8 times $150 to replace, plus the time it takes for them to mature, to where I can be harvesting honey or using wax or any of the other products of the hive. That's really problematic. I don't use pesticides in my own hives. I don't know that. So the use of pesticides altogether is really problematic. My neighbor 2 yards over also keeps bees, and so that's just the worry. And I understand that we have this balance that we have to keep between the human need to reduce disease, particularly since there is no vaccine, no immunization in it, in the environment at the moment, and the fact that those pesticides are going to hurt my bees. My neighbors all enjoy the pollination they get. Their gardens all produce now because we have bees in the neighborhood. The neighbors are always really happy. We want squash, you want whatever, because things are getting pollinated. So the loss of them would actually really be problematic. And I don't have a solution to balancing that other than to ask that when it comes to the point where we're spraying up here, that beekeepers know, so that we can take measures to keep bees inside hives if we have to. And with enough notice, I would only need a day's notice. Larger people with 50 hives or so are going to need probably closer to 48 to 72 hours. You can, in fact, keep bees inside the hive. You can put screening over the hole so that they can't leave. They don't like it, but they can spend a couple of days in the hive. They've got food in there without dying. They're pissed off. They don't like it, but they can survive. So if you can keep them enclosed for a couple of days while the pesticide is applied and dries, then you're okay. The problem is the communication channel and making sure that everyone who has bees gets informed in a manner that allows them to protect their own commodity, their own investment.